Hey there viewers and welcome back to Hades. Feeling considerably better than I was last week. My cold isn't completely gone, but for the most part it is better. I still have a bit of congestion in the chest, so I might be muting my microphone from time to time to clear my throat or cough, but aside from that, it's gone for the most part. I did take some NyQuil right before the stream though, so getting out strong out of the gate with these excuses in case I have some bad gameplay, bad performance. But when we last left off, we didn't actually get much progress done. We're still stuck in Elysium. We haven't managed to beat the tag team of Lex Luger and The Rock, aka the Brahma Bull and the Narcissist. But on the other side, we did manage to get a bit of progress done. We unlocked a musician right there. We awakened our weapons. And then there's like 4 or 5 other NPCs that were introduced last time.
It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there. But it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
He's probably talking about Thanos, aka Death. Now, I did do a little bit of stuff off-screen. I bought some stuff from the store. There was a,
Give me the best deal you've got.
Yeah, there was a special daily sale going on that allowed me to transform or transfer something into keys, so I bought some keys. That way I can unlock... Actually, let me do this right now. Because I only need 1 more key, right? Yeah. 10 of those for 1 more key. Which is going to allow us to unlock a new tier of upgrades in the mirror. Which, speaking of the mirror, if you remember in day 1, when I first started the game, when I went through the different things in the mirror, I had some confusion over one of these skills. Well, let's unlock this first.
What more potential do I have?
Which skill was it? Yeah, I had some confusion over Death Defiance versus Stubborn Defiance, which read like the same skill at first. But as the old MTG rule goes, reading the card explains the card. I didn't read the last sentence of this. 1 time per chamber versus 1 time per rank, meaning 1 time for the entirety of your run. So, Stubborn Defiance is better if you're dying constantly. You get 1 per room. But it's kind of expensive, versus 1 for your entire of your run, which I assume can be upgraded to 2 or 3 times? Probably good for boss fights, versus this, which is just if you're having trouble in certain regions, like Elysium. Oh, let's actually read what skills we just unlocked. Privilege status. Deal bonus damage versus foes affected by at least 2 statuses. There's a lot of statuses in the game, too. That might be... The problem is I'd have to make sure I'm going for curses, making sure I'm getting all the curse boons. Or family favorite. Deal bonus damage to each Olympian whose boons you have. I can see myself getting 3, 4, maybe 5 different God boons. So what? That's 2.5 per, that's 4, 5, 12.5% extra damage? Sure. We'll buy 1 of that. Actually, we'll buy... Well, how much do we have? 300. Let's buy a 2nd rank of that. Oh, it maxes at 5. So now, if we get 4 or 5, that's maybe 25, 30% extra damage. Not bad. And then Olympian Favor, raise your chance for a boon to be rare, 1%. Raise your chance for special rewards, including all those things. And 1% is negligible. Man, I don't know if I want either one of these. Neither one of them are great. 1%, man. That's so low. I think I'd rather have special. So 2% chance of having special, which means things like upgrading your rooms or special rooms. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Alright.
I saw you took possession of the list of minor prophecies of the 3 fates. As ever, I should never have doubted my daughter's expectations. I was uncertain you had necessary guidance to select it from among the house contractor's many opportunities.
You offer something called the fated list of minor prophecies to me, chances are I'm going to pick it up. Though, you make it sound like there's more I should know about it. Should I be concerned?
You know exactly what is necessary and no more. I know better than anyone never to tamper with the Fate's design. Though, if they had cruelty in store for you through their list, I think that I would warn you anyway.
Yeah, so far I've just been getting getting different kinds of currency for doing those prophecies. Nothing bad.
How reassuring.
Although fates kind of do like messing with your, well, fate. So it does kind of worry me. What's up, Pops?
Are you finding my old trusty spear then, Or perhaps you have a preference for my brother's and my sister's former arms? Kept under lock and key, and yet they're now in your possession, it would seem.
Yeah, I love their weapons.
The weapons in the courtyard. Of course you know about them by now. I stole them. Why not just take them from me? I'd be stuck.
You really want to challenge your dad? Really?
The thought has long since crossed my mind. However, I'm not fool enough to tamper with those cursed things. They go where they please. They cannot be contained. Like you. Now why don't you go entertain each other more?
Sounds good.
Yeah, so far I've managed to play around with most of them. Let's see. Here they are. The blade, spear, bow, shield, twin fist, and rail. The gun, which, speaking of the fact that I awakened them last episode, I made a bit of a mistake. I ended up learning this after the fact. Let me just talk to him real quick and I'll...
You're getting somewhere with that codex, lad. I'm pleased to see it. My duties to the house have meant that lately, I can't travel quite as much as once I did.
I'll try to travel for the both of us, Achilles. I've seen so little other than these walls.
Yeah, so I made a mistake last time. When you awaken them, you can finally use your blood and you can upgrade them. The problem... Oh, it's an amazing game. One of my favorite roguelikes. I'd almost say... Yeah, I'd say it's better than Binding of Isaac. It's a toss-up, but I'm at the point where I can say I love this more than Binding of Isaac. But I made a mistake last time.
Could use the fists.
Oh, yeah, let's do it on this. Actually, no.
See everything
On the
you are.
gun. I thought that the upgrades that you spend your blood on was like the mirror, that they stack. Turns out that's not the case. You can only have one of these equipped at a time, and also, unlike the mirror, there is no way to refund your blood. So, the 2 points I put into this and the 1 point I put into this are now kind of stuck there, and now I'll have to choose between which one I want. You've only beaten Mom once on Binding of Isaac. Once you get used to the game, that's the thing with Binding of Isaac and a lot of these roguelikes, once you get used to the game, it becomes so much easier. Like, I've been playing Enter the Gungeon this past week, and for the first 10 hours, I wasn't even able to make it to the final floor. Now, every single time, without fail, I can make it to the final area. But yeah, now I'm stuck with either aspect of Hestia or Eris, because I've put the blood into them and there's no way to get it back. So it's either reload extra damage or extra damage from absorbing my splash attack, my bombs. I thought they stacked. But that's just one of the mistakes I made. But yeah, today I'm going to try and focus on the 2 weapons I didn't beat the first area with. I think that's the spear and the gloves. That way I can get 2 more blood to spend on something. And then we unlocked a bunch more keepsakes. Which I'm going to stick with this one, the Lucky Tooth, because that means 1 more life. I desperately need it.
Come on, mate, won't you say who hired you? Was it Achilles? Couldn't have been Nyx. Is it that big a deal?
I am an individual of some integrity, boyo, and protect my sources with my life. You'll have to kill me if you want to make me squeal.
Done. Also, speaking of Enter the Gungeon, because of the fact that I've been playing quite a bit of that this past week, it has completely different controls. Like, in Hades, attack is square. In Enter the Gungeon, attack is R2, so...
Sweet release.
Might be from time to time that I make mistakes. You know, more excuses, getting those right out the gate. Not only do I have NyQuil, I now have Enter the Gungeon controls stuck in my head. It's a bit of muscle memory that I need to overcome.
Ah, yes.
Like, right now, I actually had to remap a bunch of controls in this game. Right now, R2 is dash. I think last time it was circle.
That underworld of yours places a real pit, isn't it, Zac? A shame you're stuck down there. But we are gonna get you out of there together, you and I.
I still don't trust these gods. The other shoe is gonna drop eventually. Festive Fog. So I can essentially have my bombs again without needing the gun. Sure, let's do that.
Cheers, mate.
That does considerable damage. That was, what, 120? Now the good thing about the spear is it's got massive range.
Just getting warmed up.
Yeah, we do need to warm up a little bit after a week of playing Enter the Gungeon. Like, I'm wanting to dodge with L2, because that's what I had it mapped on that game.
Where now?
Let's upgrade our little bombs we just got. The interesting thing about Enter the Gungeon versus this is that it works. The different controls work. And it took me a few minutes to try and figure out why, and the biggest reason why is that Enter the Gungeon is a twin stick. Despite the fact that they have a lot of the same controls, a lot of the same mechanics, they're both bullet hell E. Enter the Gungeon more so.
The power of the gods.
We need keys. All the keys we can get. Enter the Gungeon's far more of a bullet hell, but the reason that the different controls works on the individual games is that being a twin stick shooter, your right thumb is constantly on the right stick aiming. In Hades, you're standing still when you attack. That's not going to be an issue. Which means your right thumb is now freed up. It's either going to be doing nothing or it's going to be attacking with the square, which is what I have it set to. Right, I need to be doing triangle more too. More bombs. Dude, that just one hit killed him. Okay, we're doing that more often. I didn't quite realize how powerful that was. Yeah, we can't afford anything in the shop. Okay. But last episode, speaking of the different NPCs we met the musician in the main area, in the main hub. We unlocked him. We unlocked Ashley... Oh, what's her last name? Oh, I should know this. Ashley Bennett. Ashley Bennett. The vocals for pretty much all of Supergiant Games. Bastion, Transistor, this one. Any type of female vocals you hear in the game is her. We unlocked her character. I think she's a wood nymph god of some sort. I think she's over in Elysium. Let's see, who else did we unlock? Or did we meet? We met...
Alright, Doomstone.
Let's see. Can't think of who... No, we met, Thanos, Death himself. Which it seems like tells a story that Zag is poly, which is quite interesting. He's not just about Meg. He had a relationship with Death too. And there was one more character I'm trying to think of that we unlocked. No, a couple more. We unlocked the other Fury sister, the one with the massive issues, who, for some reason, Lucky Tooth leveled up. Considers us to be a murderer.
Nothing stronger than the sea, nephew, neither above it nor below. And if you are in need of further proof, behold, the greatest of my blessings just for you.
I mean, I would have preferred a legendary, but if he's talking about the best gifts he has, a legendary would be it. I feel like we need to upgrade our dash a little bit. There we go. Because I'm not throwing the spear often enough to want to upgrade that. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Yeah, that one Fury Sister has massive issues. Speaking of bosses, we also unlocked the variant of the Hydra, and now he does different attacks. I guess we've beaten him enough times where the game has realized that he's not as much of a challenge. So they're throwing new attacks at us. Okay, I received way too much damage there.
There we are.
Oh, there was a little thing of a pool, a bastion. Basin? A basin. Could have shopped. Although the basin very rarely has anything good. It's mostly just temporary upgrades that last for 2-3 rooms. The only time it's good is when it has health to buy. Alright. Yeah, that's right, I have a spin attack, don't I? Well, until I can decrease the time on the spin attack, I'm not really going to be using that much. Shorter range on the dash, but a tri-attack. Your special hits up to 7 foes. Now the question is, does that mean it bounces around? You know, we're going to go with Dash Strike. I see that being more useful for boss fights.
There, that's it.
Oh yeah. That'll take down a Hydra. Who else did we unlock? Oh, David Bowie. We unlocked the curse guy. Day 1, I kept avoiding those little platforms that you go down. Those doors. Because I had no idea if they were going to just shortcut you to a future area or what. Okay, so even though our dash has been decreased, we can still make these little gaps. That's good to know. Yeah, we met David Bowie, so in exchange for a couple curses that last maybe 2, 3, 4 rooms, we get an upgrade for the rest of the run. Let's see. Now, if we're constantly dashing, I can see this one being better.
Sharpen my senses.
Oh, it's so short, though. Yeah, let's go for more Poseidon. You have to clear a room first. Okay. Come on, Poseidon, you've been doing me well so far. Boons with knockaway also rupture. Yes, please.
Well, way to spoil the feast there, Zag. I mean, come on, I thought it was your mate. Was I mistaken, man?
I just like Poseidon more. You're kind of cocky.
Had to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Zag. Don't even know what hit me there. Oh! It's those pillars, the rocks coming down from them that's attacking me. Well, that makes sense.
Alright, alright, alright. We're cool, we're cool. No need to get all hot and bothered any longer here.
Again, I'm not using my special. What I need to do is I need to upgrade my special so I have a reason to use it. More incentive. Oh, now that might be good. Damage resistance? Well, they're both the same. Both damage resistance of 10%. But I see myself having low health far more than me standing in a festive fog. Alright, now please tell me there's health I can buy. 10% health for 3 chambers. Yeah, I'd rather have that. What is that? 11 health per room? 15. That's more than 11. Oh, right, that was another mirror that we needed to change. I think currently, the mirror is set up to give me 3 health every room. The problem with that is the alternative is one that gives me like 10% health every time I collect those purple crystals, which I think would add up to far more than 3 a room. Who's left? Whoa, slow down. Well, we can go for Dionysus. We have enough to buy something from the shop, so you know what? I'm sorry, Dionysus. But we're going shopping.
Charon's shop.
Well, we can still buy Dionysus. But I need health. Well, not that much. I'm only 20 down. 24 down.
Pleasure doing business.
So 10 per chamber. Your attack is faster. I'm to believe that's not going to include my dash strike. So as much as that's nice, I'm dash striking all the time right now. That's not going to do me any good. Yeah, I think dash after I get hit. I'm just trying to think of that Elysium boss fight. What's going to help me there? Because that's my wall. Right now, that is the wall that's hitting us.
Please be Meg.
Everything else I'm fine for the most part. I'm confident in being able to beat the Fury Sister. I'm confident in being able to beat...
We must have made it pretty far last time. Let's see. Outer reaches of Asphodel.
Being able to beat the Hydra.
Outer reaches of Asphodel. And I have to say, Meg, you are positively a sight compared with that blasted bone hydra stewing away out there.
How very flattering. To have compared me to the remains of some mindless, outsized lizard. Come, maybe I'll kill you just as easily as your new Hydra friend.
Yeah, maybe we can give them to Cerberus as a chew toy. Yeah, because we're dealing a lot of damage with this dash strike of ours. Combined with this, that we can spam 3 times. Oh, that's another thing we need to work on upgrading. We need to get a deflect. Because right now, any type of bullet hell is going to kill us. Nope. Oh, that range is really getting to me, though. And she's gone. Like I said, I'm fine with the Fury Sisters. They're not an issue. I may take a few hits.
I did it.
But I'm not concerned with them. There we go, there's the blood. I believe the last weapon we haven't beat a Fury Sister with are the gloves? I can't recall completely, but I think that's what we need to do next.
Known also as the Furies, they are the trusted sentinels of Lord Hades, charged with torturing the worst of mortal kind, and ridding the underworld of any fool enough to trespass where they do not belong.
I'm not looking forward to using the fists, but that's gonna be the one we have to do next to get that final bit of blood.
It seems the Fury failed to do her job.
Everyone's talking at once. Alright, anything to buy here? I mean, I'm kind of broke. I mean, we can guarantee an appearance of David Bowie with the Chaos Gate. Can't afford it, unless I sold something. I think we're fine.
So much for Tartarus. Check.
Wait, is that the... That looked like the variant of Bone Hydra. I'm not used to his attacks yet. I know he sends down a lot of missiles. But also last time, I had some issues day 1 of that Witch Coven. Dealt with it fairly well on day 2. So I shouldn't be as concerned this time. Oh, hello. Did Hydra heads pop up last time? I don't recall. Let's see, Hades or Hermes? No, I'm sorry, Ares or Hermes. I could use some more speed. Maybe he'll give me some distance on my dash.
Onward.
I honestly don't know all the different upgrades they'll give you. I unlocked a boon list last time that'll show you everything they can give you, which I should probably, like, look into. But that is so much research, I'd rather just learn by playing. That's the thing with a lot of these games. You can there's Wikipedia pages, you can definitely research it, you can spend the hours looking things up. But for roguelikes like this, you learn a lot better by playing than reading. Especially when you have a crappy memory like mine.
Boss, you probably caught yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick, so how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
So again, they're offering me that 10 per chamber. I can double dash. Oh. After you dash, become sturdy. 30% less damage. Oh, that would work very well. Both of these are nice. 30% less damage. If I'm doing this dash attack constantly... Ooh. But the double dash, so good. I think 30% less damage is going to help me far more in that boss fight of Elysium. Ah, it's a tough choice. I mean, I'm not really looking for the extra speed. The speed is negligible. It's not going to get me out of danger. Double dash would've.
Wave makers.
What did you call them? Weight mages? They go to the gym every week? Exercise their casting strength? Oh god. Oh. Also, I need to get some armor damage upgrades. Okay. Don't know what was hitting me there. Might have been the fire. Yeah, because that's what I need to buy, because 25 right there, that would have healed me 2.5 just by picking that up. I need to change that upgrade in the mirror. And I'm sure eventually there's going to be other upgrades that increase the amount you get. Oh, cool. We'll run over here. I think he's still hit. Okay, get out of there. My god. I don't know why I have so much trouble with tag teams, with handicap matches. But between these two and the Bull and the Narcissist, it's always the 2-on-1s.
Enough of them.
Now, I don't think I've given you a gift yet, have I?
Lord Dionysus, it's been great getting to know you, so please accept this humble offering.
Now that is something. A right princely gift there, Zac. And just so happens, I got something here I have been meaning to give you.
Thank you, Dionysus, mate.
Watch it be one of those upgrades that just causes him to appear more often.
Message.
Specials Hangover. Well, we can get this one so it would stack. Damage resistance 19. Oh, how low? Life threshold. So we're guaranteed to be at least 50%. Okay, I kind of like that. Guaranteed at least 50% of our health. Now, who is left? We still have. We should have given a gift to Hermes, Poseidon, and Zeus. Those, I think, are all that are left. And then there's Hypnos and Chaos. Alright. So next time we get a gift, focus on them. Starting to think I maybe should have gotten the double dash instead. Because being able to dash in and then dash immediately outward would be far more helpful. Ah, free health. Good upgrade.
Vast riches.
See, I can get more health. You know what? No, we're going for an upgrade. Right, these guys drop bombs upon death, so just stay out of their range. That is why the spear is so useful. Although right now it's so weak, 34 damage. That's why I'm focusing on dash attack.
Good enough to eat.
It's 85. So 15% damage resistance. That might be better. Just more damage, more DPS, more deeps. Oh, now this is a... We have enough where we could buy anything from the shop. In fact, if there's 2 boons, we could buy 2 boons. But Zeus... I hate to pass up a Zeus. Hey, Pie's in the chat. How you doing, man? What is... Is this a mystery bag? Dude, it's a loot bag. What are you? I gotta know.
Yeah, I'm into it. I bet the Charon has to be the life of every feast you have down there with such a personality. Am I not right about that, man?
So it's pretty much a discounted boon. Instead of 150, it was 125. No, you can eat pie at any time. So now attacks deal hangover. Again, they keep wanting to offer me this 10% infestive fog. I'm getting to the point where I may want to buy that. Because I'm not using my special and I'm not using basic attack. Screw it, we're buying this one. And I could use more gems. But I think health's better.
Should come in useful.
You're a kid, you just had ribs? Dude, I cooked ribs last night. I bought an entire spare rib and then just like cut it up into St. Louis style. I got some leftovers now. Looking forward to that after the stream. A nice slow cook. See, this is why I need a better computer. 'Cause I'm seeing the frame drops so easily right now. It's terrible. Oh, that's...
I can't.
Why wasn't I having this frame drop last time? It's so much worse today.
I do not appreciate that.
I'll say that's where your meal is better than mine, because I'm fairly lazy when it comes to cooking. I don't typically do sides, so for me it was just ribs. Corn and mac and cheese. It sounds so good to go with ribs. Maybe green beans. Oh, that was from Arby's. Nice. See, Arby's gets a lot of crap, but I love Arby's. It's so good. Especially their roast beef and cheddar. Yeah, I took far more damage there than I should have. But the good thing is,
That's what you get.
thanks to that one boon, we get free health.
Should fetch me something good back home.
I'm just now noticing something. I think I screwed something up. Shouldn't I have an extra life somewhere? Because I have the lucky tooth, I have 1 life from that. But I'm missing my extra... I think I screwed up at the mirror. Yeah, I did. This right here. I switched it over to show off that I made the mistake previously and not reading the entirety of the skill, and I forgot to switch it back, so I don't have that extra life. Crap. Oh, I love it when it falls off the bone, just nice and soft. Just eat it with a spoon. That's why I prefer to slow cook my ribs. Hey, Plakey is in the chat. How are you doing? Let's see. I mean, I'm fine on health now. I don't really need to upgrade that.
Next region. Yes.
Just ribs so soft you can just pick them apart.
That's what the outside world is like.
Now one upgrade I did buy I'm kind of confused about. I could have sworn I bought something that increases the chance of having coins from urns. And I have not seen a single instance of coins dropping. Yeah, feeling a lot better this week. There's still a little bit of congestion in my chest, still a little bit of the cough, but for the most part I'm better. Like I'm having to mute the microphone every now and then. But at least I have my voice. Could not say that last week. I sounded like a broken squeaky toy. What sucks though is that this cold has been going on for 3 weeks now. Oh my god! Your special hits up to 7 now, from 3 to 7. How high can this thing go? Or your special becomes a shot that deals 50 base damage. I want to upgrade to 7 hits. Or your special for up to 200 base damage. Oh wait, no, I'm misreading that. I was thinking dash attack. Your special, meaning the thing you throw. Right. Well... hold special. You know what? Let's go for the multi-attack.
Extra pointy.
So that can now hit up to 7 people. See, I was thinking this.
We have an intruder.
I just walked right into that spear.
No time to lose.
Alright, let's try out this new special. Okay, I don't really like it. I much prefer the dash attack. It's so much more useful.
Good enough.
Because the biggest issue with the special with the spear is that when you throw it, you now no longer have a weapon to attack with. You have to get it back before you can do anything. Yeah, but having a low immune system sucks. 3 weeks I've had this cold. Definitely on the uptick, but still. I should have bought one of the other upgrades, like the one that lobs. Then I'd have 2 lobbing attacks.
Gods grant me strength.
Speaking of lob, from 180 to 222. Yeah, let's go for that. Anything I can do to defeat the bull and narcissist.
Thanatos.
Thought I'd find you here.
Ah, there he is.
Let's get this done.
Another competition, aye?
You wretches never seem to learn, do you?
I mean, currently, you've got me up by 1. No, you got me up by 2. You've beaten me twice, I've only beaten you once. But with my new attack,
You die next.
Fairly confident I'm gonna beat you this time. He's sitting at 1.
More.
All must die.
Dude, he didn't even fully kill these guys. How weak is Thanos? Where's your snap, dude? Shouldn't you be able to, like, eliminate half of these people with a single snap?
Stop that.
(14-3). Now, I do know there's an achievement for being up by 15.
Simple. It's over.
Nope, I'm not gonna get that achievement.
Who dies next?
Too bad.
That's enough.
Now, here's a question. What's the point of doing this? I don't think I got any... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't think I got anything special, but he gave me extra health.
I told you I don't need your help here, Thanatos.
It wasn't being offered. Just happened to be in the area is all. Carry on, Zagreus.
I wish I had some fruit to give you. Because you don't really appear that often. Well, we have enough to buy something from the shop. You know what? Sure. Well, we should have gone for the other option, because it's Poseidon either way, now we're just 150 short. Although I could buy... You know what? Screw it, we're buying some more currency.
Place, mate.
There we go, we needed a coal.
The ocean's fury.
Now the question is... I remapped some of the controls before we started, because of Enter the Gungeon. Call is on L2. Alright. Completely had forgotten which one I had that on.
More flame wheels?
Now the good thing about stacking multiple health, like as much as we can get, is that because of this free health skill that we have... Yeah, I definitely should have gone for double dash. So I'm receiving too much damage. I'm way too close to these guys. I'm getting hit every single time. But because of that one boon that gives us health every time we're under 50%, the more we get in terms of boons, the better off we are at the end of each run, at the end of each room. I could have said that so more precisely. There. So now we're up to 83. So we're guaranteed at least...
Feeling tough.
85 health, minimum, every time we clear a room. Wait, no, 95. Yeah, that's the math. This is why math is useful.
Where are you now, I wonder? And what thoughts are running through your mind?
Amid Elysium's moss-covered chambers, carved of stone, stand untold numbers of eternal monuments in tribute to the greatest heroes which mortality can offer, there to honor them in life as well as death.
Now,
This place is near as gloomy as the house.
we mentioned Ashley Bennett before.
Where?
You are not Ashley Bennett. Who are you?
Go on, stranger. Plenty more shades looking fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zagreus.
Okay, I guess Ashley Bennett is in the Styx, not in Elysium. Well, now we've met all three of the special characters.
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this?
Oh, hello. So Ashley Bennett offers us the chance to either increase the rarity of an item or increase the levels of 4 items? And you offer me just flat out boons. Oh, they're temporary, though. Boo! Although 10 chambers increase damage. You know what? I think 10 chambers increased damage is going to work well because the 2-on-1 handicap fight, that's coming up soon. Restore 30% health. What is that? 1930... I can't do the math. Like 57? So I'd get 57 extra health per room for the next 5 chambers. On top of the 95 I have. Let's go for damage.
Thank you, sir.
There. Now leave me be.
Oh, the game is amazing. Supergiant Games do amazing work with all the things they've done. With Bastion, Transistor. Never played the third game they made, the sports type thing. But I can imagine, with all these other games in comparison, that it's probably just as good. Definitely a reliable developer. One of my favorite things about this game is that how unique it is for the roguelike genre in that every time you die, you're not just going to a hub, you're not just going to a menu and doing nothing and just restarting. You're actually getting more story, unlocking new characters, unlocking... There's constantly things unlocking. I mean, I've put, what, 15 or so hours into the game and I'm still seeing brand new stuff? We haven't even unlocked all the music either. I mean, once we go back to the hub, there's a character we can talk to, and I think we can buy some more music.
Over there.
Oh, double boon chance, Poseidon and... what's his face? Or we could go Athena. Does Athena actually have anything for... No, Artemis. I don't know why. Does Artemis have anything for us? Like, you can actually check to see her boon list. Right, she focuses on criticals. You know what? I'd rather have Dionysus and Poseidon. And the amount of synergy in this game, too. I mean, Binding of Isaac has a lot of it. But this thing's on a completely different level.
I'm thankful for the gesture there.
Your special deals more damage and knocks foes away. I upgraded my special already and I'm still not using it.
It's not that I'm upset or anything here, Zag. You know I'm not. But truthfully, I am a bit annoyed. A little bit. And so I got to send the message, man.
It's all cool, dude. Do what you have to do.
What I had to do.
Dude, this is the second time that me and Zag have been on the same page with our comments. We started off the game with me saying something and him immediately repeating my line. And now here we are again. We're just on the same wavelength. That's what it is. Okay, I might be about to die here. What's killing me is I'm standing in these puddles of Dionysuses. Alright, we just need to live. If we can live, that's 95 free health. Okay, there we go. We didn't waste our one life. Same with me, man. I love Greek mythology. I grew up on
Just
Hercules.
can't stay mad about you, Zach. And to be honest, why, I wasn't that mad to begin with. I just thought I'd shake your branches up a bit.
You dick. Attack inflicts hangover. I could use the health. I don't think there's a fountain. I can't trust there being a fountain between now and the boss fight. Yeah, 20 health.
To my health.
Well, there's one shop or one upgrade. We can buy one boon. Oh, Percy Jackson, too. There was like, what, 2 or 3 different... No, I'm thinking of a different movie. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Oh, we can go more health. Guarantee we'd have at least... Right now we're guaranteed at least 105. Up it to 220, 235. That guarantees a little bit more. I don't feel like doing the math. Let's... Sorry, we gotta go Dionysus.
That's what I need.
Looks like you are stocked for one hell of a night down there, man. I knew Charon would hook you up with what you need.
Heroic, hello. Oh, it replaces Tidal Dash. Hold on. But heroic, that sounds like massive damage. It causes hangover several times where you started. Do I want to replace Tidal Dash? Man. I gotta buy a heroic, right? I mean, it's heroic. It's got a special little marker on it. I don't know what it means, just that it's got that label. And neither of the other two are that great. Yeah.
Poseidon won't mind.
Sorry, Poseidon. But now we're doing that every time. Wait, did that actually increase our dash? Because it looks like we're going further now. Ah, God of War 2. I love that game series. That's where I... Honestly, that's where I know a lot of my Greek mythology. From Hercules and from God of War. There's just something about the Greek mythology.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
So, Hellspawn, you seek to break through to the surface of the world. But you shall not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe, or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
I hate him so much. I feel like last time I focused fire on him, I tried to kill him first. I think that was a mistake. Because both times I did that, the bull came out of nowhere with his diving attack and killed me. So I think I want to focus on the bull this time.
And you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already, and your bull-headed manservant there.
See, I played 1 and 2 and the most recent one. Never played any of the PSP games or 3, but I did play 1, 2, and I guess God of War 4, God of War 2018, whatever you want to call it.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth. Asterius and I are brothers here in death, as we were enemies in life. Not that you could ever understand fraternal bonds as strong as ours.
Yeah, get him mad. Make him mess up. Focus on the bull.
To all who came to see us fight, thank you! There is no greater pleasure than to send my spear straight into you and back, demon!
Okay, he's charging up. Right, he throws those spears too. I forgot about that. So if I stay on the outside edge, it might be a little bit easier to avoid those spears of his. Yeah, right here. There we go. That's how you do it. If we stick on the outside edge, his spears are going to be stuck in the wall, in those little pillars.
I'm empty.
Crap, where is it at? He's coming for me.
Be gone, I say.
Get away from me, dude. No. He's chasing me like Pepe Le Pew. Okay, stay on the outside edge. Right here, safe.
We dedicate this fight to you.
We're almost there. There we go.
Harness the ocean's might.
Deceiver!
Eat it, bull.
Foul demon.
No, right here. Oh, he almost got me with the spear that time. Alright, Death Defied. I screwed up. I forgot to select that one thing at the mirror. That's fine. One down. We're good.
Asterius!
You and me, King.
Okay, he's still got quite a bit of damage he can deal. But we're gonna play this smart. As long as we play this smart, we can do this. Can we do this first run of the day, finally beat this tag team? Go. I'm not gonna try and max it out again. Oh my god. 31 health. Right, we can't bounce it off that. Where's he at? There he is. Come on, throw it again. Throw it again. I know you want to.
Monster. You
Oh,
have
God.
no bearing and no grace or courage.
He's down to half health. Can we beat him? We just need to keep playing smart. We're down to 9 health. I really wish I didn't screw up on the mirror, because I would have another chance. I would have another Death Defy if I didn't. Son of a...
Your foolish attempt shall get you nowhere.
I lost because I screwed up at the mirror. You never finish it, but when you want to get back to the PS3 ports of the PSP games.
Theseus.
I think at one point in time they actually gave those away for free on PlayStation Plus, the PS3 ports. Yeah, I guess we haven't given you a gift yet.
Surprise, Hypnos. I got you this.
We came close. We knocked out the bull and we had the other guy down to half health. That's the way we got to do this.
Whoa, 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 you can't bring that in here. Just kidding. Thanks. But wait, I'll trade you. Look.
Cheers, Hypnos.
Coin purse.
Elysium is up in arms again because of you.
I'll get there eventually. I will pass Elysium. That's what we're doing today. That's our main goal for the day.
Hey boy, just
get past Elysium.
Need to report, it's pretty dangerous out there, even without you on guard duty all the time.
He's a good boy.
The venerable Hound of Hell barely acknowledges the softly spoken prince's platitude, knowing full well the underworld is not as vigilantly guarded as in ages past.
Who's a good boy?
Bite my arm off. Deal?
Yeah. Now I actually saw something. I did a little bit of looking stuff off screen. And there's actually an item I want to buy in here. Oh. Upgrades. Sure.
Let's go with this.
Got 2 diamonds.
You've done so much for us, house contractor. Why don't you do a little something for yourself?
If that mess of a table enhances the contractor's productivity, then so be it.
Okay, that unlocked more than I thought it would. What I was talking about was, I believe it's in the Great Hall. Oh, we can't afford it. How much is it? It's 50, we have 21. You can actually buy a bed for your dog. It doesn't help you at all. It's cosmetic, but who doesn't want to buy a little bed for their dog? Come on, Cerberus deserves it. He's a good boy. As soon as I get 50 jewels, gems, whatever they're called, I'm buying Cerberus a bed.
It's awfully quiet here, you know, when you're out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told, seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this court.
Alright, take care, man. Yeah, I should be streaming for a couple hours. Like I said, the goal for tonight is to beat Elysium. If I have to go for... I don't know, there's definitely going to be a limit, but I'm going to go until I beat Elysium, hopefully.
Look, if you decide to start strumming on that lyre again, I'm sure nobody here is going to mind. Though you take care, okay?
Like, I'm not going to go for 13 hours just to beat Elysium. But if it's like 5 hours, maybe.
If you insist, my friend.
You are back.
Hi, Mom.
Nix, sometimes I get the impression the Olympians look down on those of us born of the underworld. Is that my imagination, or what do you make of it?
Thanks, man.
The gods of Mount Olympus tend to think themselves above us, child. Or so your father often likes to say. He alone was relegated to this realm, and grew resentful of his relatives on high.
Didn't he choose Hades, though? I could have sworn, like in Greek mythology, each one of them chose where they wanted to rule. And Hades chose the underworld. Again, could be wrong.
I can't imagine him otherwise.
We got off on the wrong foot from the start. Just what happens when you're born of Titan blood, I guess. It's for the best we haven't crossed paths much since.
But they're your sisters. I mean, they're family. You must have something in common, some way of, I don't know, seeing eye to eye?
Easy for you to say, Dusa.
You're more my sister than they are to me, Dusa. I don't always agree with Lord Hades, but I'm thankful that they're not permitted in this house.
Hey, look, I understand. I really do.
Really not much to say there. Oh, wait, right. Talk to Dad.
How goes your heated rivalry against the greatest king of Athens lately, boy? Your battles with him and the Minotaur must be the talk of the underworld of late.
Look, I already hear it from Hypnos that I keep dying to them. I don't need to hear it from you, too. I get it, you're disappointed.
Admitted, Father. Theseus was the only hero you were able to recruit to stand against me. All the while he gets to boast about being the champion. Well, it was Heracles too busy for the task.
Speak not to me of Heracles. You know these heroes by their deeds, not by their character. Heracles is fortunate he's in my brother's favor. Else he would be in Tartarus where he belongs. The mortal concept of what constitutes a hero is absurd.
Yeah, I think one of Heracles or Hercules' trials was actually beating a Minotaur.
They should have asked the expert, I suppose. Achilles is off duty.
He's off. Ah, yeah. Thanos is over here. Thought he was.
Business, Zag. What if Lord Hades saw us chatting like this now? I risked everything by helping you out there and still you failed.
Turns out there's quite a lot of dead to fight down in the underworld. Though I probably got farther than I would have thanks to you.
Yeah, the design in God of War for a lot of the characters was sick.
Always happy to oblige. Especially when it causes me to risk my station. To risk everything I've worked for.
What was it, that big old helmet of his? With the horns? See, it's the God of War character design that's gotten me, like, off when it comes to Ares. Because I got a comment about that. That Ares doesn't look buff. But if you look at stuff like God of War and other depictions of him, Ares is massive. Same in, what is it? Wonder Woman, he's massive. Back in the DC animated universe. Let's fix this. From Stubborn Defiance over to Death Defiance, like it should be. Son of a bitch. Gods be damned. I could have probably beaten him if not for that one minor mistake right there. What was the other thing I was going to switch up? Right. Chthonic Vitality. So now we get health every time we pick up some of those purple gems. Yeah.
Power.
Wait, what's the next upgrade? 30. We have 4. So we're still a ways away from getting our next tier of mirror upgrades. As much as I would like to continue using the spear, we need that last bit of blood, so...
Let's punch things up a bit.
Yeah, gloves it is. From a long-range attack to a short-range attack.
What's that one there?
So we unlocked 100 free coins at the beginning of every run. And yeah, better chance of having Dionysus. I'll take the extra life.
Pal, thanks again for that nectar bottle from before. Stuff just goes right through me like you won't believe. Though I hope you're not going around giving that stuff away to every bozo you know.
What, Skelly, you worry something bad is going to happen if I express a bit of generosity from time to time through our somewhat illicit gift-giving custom around here?
No, I'm worried you'll be wasting your time. If you give that stuff away, don't expect to get anything back. Well, not after the first time anyway. Usually. I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, that's one of the things I did know before I even started the game. Give every god one of these fruits at least once.
Maybe I just want to show thanks to my friends for its own sake.
Sure.
Oh, hold on. See, I've never actually... I regret never actually watching Fist of the North Star.
Whoa.
Or what's that new anime that's kind of reminiscent of Fist of the North Star?
We'll be right back.
Crap, I can't remember the name of it.
Time to go.